We once thought Nezarec to be a myth, a character mentioned once in Destiny 2 lore since the start. But over the last year, things have been heating up involving this mysterious character. NEZAREC'S whisper and delicate tomb, his Lunar Pyramid ship, and searching for his lost body parts scattered across the system. That was just last year. In Lightfall, things get even crazier. Contact with this entity inside the Vex network, and mysterious whispers heard across Neomuna causing nightmares. Welcome Guardians, today let's discuss what we know on the final god of pain himself, NEZAREC. The first mention which made fans of the story go crazy was in the base game of Destiny 2 with NEZAREC'S Sin, the exotic helmet. He is that which is end, that which covets sin, the final god of pain, the purest light, the darkest hour, and he shall rise again. When the guiding shrine fades and all seems lost, he will call to you. Fear not, all he offers is not as dark as it may seem, for NEZAREC is no demon, but a fiend, arch and vile in ways unknown. He is a path and a way, one of many, and his sin, so wicked, so divine, is that he will never cower when dusk does fall, but stand vigilant as old stars die and new light blinks its first upon this fetid eternity. So that's interesting. It came out with the base game of Destiny 2, but does it still have any implications now? When the guiding shrine fades and all seems lost, he will call to you. When the traveler, the one who guides us, gives us light, fades, will he call to us? Is that what's happening now? That was all we got for all those years. We assumed NEZAREC could be some final boss of Destiny, something along those lines, but nothing for years. In Season of Haunted and Plunder last year, we got more info on this character. From the NEZAREC'S Whisper glaive, Eris enters the pyramid on the moon, has some weird visions, and finds the glaive itself, feeling a distant heartbeat and that something still exists within. A glaive. Eris lifts it into her hand. Striations of red illuminate on its surface and throb like a heartbeat. The glaive's power feels faint, distant, and yet an ember of something terrible still burns within. "Where are you?" Eris whispers into the air. There is no reply. Then we come to Delicate Tomb. NEZAREC had many forms and tombs like the one the Drifter visited, and it was believed a part of him was hiding inside this weapon. I am made finite, personal, bright and delicate to hide my true form, an intimacy. They think me contained, but I am instead diffused as vapor upon the wind. Once again, I am becoming. Also in Season of the Plunder, we learned a lot. We are collecting dark relics, body parts of NEZAREC that were scattered across space, racing to them before Aramis and the Witness could find them. We learned NEZAREC led the first collapse on Earth. His pyramid crash lands into the moon and he somehow dies. There could have been some type of betrayal, some duel with Savathun, but that part's not confirmed. Later, Elixni arrive and carve him up, using some of his dark power, and the body parts are scattered across space. Season of Plunder, we collect many of them, and Mithrax turns them into a darkness tea to revive Osiris. So if NEZAREC is back, that has some weird implications. And there's also the Curse of NEZAREC, which is said to drain the life of its subject. So hopefully our Guardian never sees that.
An ancient dirge I discovered describes something called the Curse of NEZAREC, which is rumored to drain the life of the user. Of course, I don't give credence to such superstition. Dark Age humans were comically ignorant. Still, I would rather not take the risk.
Each time we went back to our moon, like in Shadowkeep and in Haunted, we are greeted by nightmares, which seem to be connected to NEZAREC himself and started near this pyramid. This brings us up to Lightfall this week. During the opening cutscene, we see the Witness and an interesting statue. This could be any creature, like one seen in previous Witch Queen cutscenes, or maybe it's NEZAREC. Neomuna News reports on this being. the citizens begin to experience nightmares, and it may be tied to the creature NEZAREC. Also that he may have a connection to the Scion species.
I'm Jisoo Colorado, reporting for Neomuna Civil News. Cloud Strider Nimbus reports that recent cloud arc fluctuations are the result of new security measures to guard against intrusions. The Cloud Strider credits the Earth's Guardians for contributing personnel toward the dangerous operation. Despite this, more citizens have experienced nightmares. One name common to all? NEZAREC. Authorities have questioned the connection between the entity NEZAREC and the Scion people, a client species of the Cabal Empire. Ethnographers note recurring motifs in Scion art and ritual, as well as the potent psychic abilities exhibited by both parties.
In the hypercurrent strike during our playthrough of the campaign, NEZAREC is revealed. As we traverse the Vex network, a voice talks about how it wants to claim part of this space as its own, the in-between. In the end, they reveal who they are.
I'm not sure if this is because of the taking, but I'm starting to get a lot of weird claims from Cloud Arc citizens. Screams, weird voices, nightmares, you name it. The Cloud Arc is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. A backdoor wouldn't be impossible. Hopefully, getting rid of whatever is at the center of this will shake all that weirdness out of the system too. Hopefully.
Finally.
What was that?
Such a fragile space. This will do. Oh, so much pain and fear within the darkness here. It's so satisfying. I will consume it once more.
Did you both hear that? Was that the voice the citizens have been mentioning?
This is far too similar to the nightmares we encountered on the Leviathan.
This prison in between. It will shatter. But I need power. I am pain. I am terror. I am NEZAREC.
Throughout the campaign, we also fight tormentors with the name imprint of NEZAREC, so this may further confirm that there's a connection between NEZAREC and tormentors, or at least their powers, and also a link with Scions. These same whispers heard in this strike can be heard in patrol and other activities after the campaign. They will be classified unless you wear either NEZAREC'S Sin, Whisper, or Delicate Tomb on your Guardian. The voice then becomes clear, allowing you to hear.
Line after line of circuitry, beckoning corruption.
The Root of Nightmares raid would likely involve this entity. The whole nightmares thing happening to the citizens and importance he has after the story with these whispers definitely makes it seem like that's the case. Also, another thing, if he does have connections or is a Scion, that's kind of cool. We know they can mess with minds, telekinetic powers, and would fit perfectly with NEZAREC causing nightmares. And if you look at his exotic helmet, it kind of looks like a Scion. So, questions still remain. Why is NEZAREC in the Vex network, and where has he been all of this time? Is he dead and needs to be brought back in a physical form, maybe trapped in a Vex network or elsewhere? You best believe we're going to make a video after the raid if NEZAREC is involved to discuss his full story, but this is what we have for now. NEZAREC speaks saying he's surprised Savathun didn't destroy the Veil years ago. During the collapse, she apparently killed him, in other audio found, cursing his remains. The Lucent Brood was also after the relics of NEZAREC in Season of Plunder, which is interesting when you think about Savathun. The Witness seems to want to end all life and death as we know it, while NEZAREC feeds off of pain and suffering, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for sure. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Leave your input and theories about NEZAREC in the comments down below. Is the final god of pain a part of the raid, and where and why are they currently hiding? If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.